Outlander has confirmed that its 8th and final season has officially started production. The Starz series was confirmed to be coming to an end just over a year ago, and it has now been revealed that the cast and crew are gearing up for their final shoot. In a video posted on Instagram, we see stars Sam Heughan and Balfe heading to the show's set as they discuss which scene they will film. The Jamie Fraser actor telling his co-star that there have been rewrites. As they walk through the door, however, Balfe warns viewers to keep out, Heughan echoing to fans, "Oh sorry." He then closes the door with a sign reading, "Sets under construction." We then see their pair and various other Outlander stars reminiscing about the past 10 years through photos, costumes, and props. "This has been our history," Balfe says, as Heughan sweetly replies, "And what an amazing history it has been with you." "And you, darling," she adds. "Couldn't have picked a better person to be dragged through time with." Writer and producer Matthew B. Roberts later tells the cast, "We've created a family, and our legacy is going to carry on for years and years." The news comes after Heughan teased work beginning on the final season back in December, posting a video of himself wandering through the costume department with the caption, "Entering the final season." Ahead of that, fans are currently awaiting the second part of Season 7, which is due to premiere in November of this year after delays due to last year's Hollywood strikes. Speaking last year to Digital Spy about saying goodbye to Outlander, Balfe admitted, "It's going to be so weird. It's been such an amazing ride that it's nice to wrap it up while we all still love each other and we are all still feeling like we're making a good show. But at the same time, it's going to be really hard to say goodbye to these characters. It's going to be really hard to say goodbye to each other and not have that kind of constant contact. It feels like it's the right time, but at the same time, it's going to be hard, I think." Sam Heughan has fans swooning for him across the globe for his portrayal as Jamie Fraser in Outlander. The Scots star often sets pulses racing in raunchy scenes for the Starz hit series. Many of his fan base long hoped he would spark a romance with his on-screen lover Claire Fraser, portrayed by Balfe. However, the acting hunk has always made it clear they are just very good friends away from the show. The 43-year-old still looks as fresh-faced as he did back in series, one of the program based on Diana Gabaldon's book franchise. Although he's seemingly single, his rumored dating history has given an insight into the type of woman he goes for. According to reports in Marie Claire, Australia, the Scottish star has been linked to an Irish actress, and his most recent rumored girlfriend was an Australian model. Let's take a closer look at his relationship history. Outlander star Sam Heughan has provided fans with an exciting update on Season 8. The actor, who plays fiery Highlander Jamie Fraser, took to Instagram earlier this week to share a video of himself wandering through the Starz drama's costume department. Teasing that work on the show's 8th and final season has officially begun, he wrote in the caption, "Entering the final season." Heughan did, however, also remind fans that there's still plenty to look forward to in Season 7, which will air its second part sometime next year. Part 1, which arrived back in June, ended with Jamie, Claire, and Ian leaving America to head back to where it all began, Scotland. Teasing what lies ahead for the Fraser family in Part 2, executive producer Marl Davis told Digital Spy, "The second half is even more exciting. It's like the second half does not give you time to breathe. There are so many ups and downs for everyone and so many life moments. I can't even put it into words. The second half is going to be even crazier than the first." Comes shortly after it was revealed that the upcoming Outlander prequel series, Blood of My Blood, will start filming in Scotland next year. The prequel is set to tell the love story between Jamie's parents, Brian Fraser and Ellen Mackenzie. Blood of My Blood is, at its heart, a love story. It will explore to what lengths a person will go to find love in a time when love is considered a luxury, and when marriages are made strategically, often for political or financial gain, showrunner Matthew B. Roberts said when the series was announced. Some people might be very up in arms about Damian Hurley directing his mom Elizabeth Hurley in steamy sex scenes for his upcoming movie, but 58-year-old actor, entrepreneur, and all-round age-defying goddess Elizabeth is unbothered and living her best life, in a bikini, of course. The Austin Powers star is well known for modeling her favorite swimsuit and bikini looks on Instagram, and the jaw-dropping style she wore in her latest Instagram post is naturally from her own famed line, Elizabeth Hurley Beach. In the photo shared on Easter Sunday, Mum of One Elizabeth rocks a leopard print string bikini featuring chain detail on the halter-style top as well as the bottoms. The actor, who plays Highland warrior Jamie Fraser in the Starz series, is currently on location in Scotland alongside filming for Season 7 of the hit show. After a shortened 6th season, the cast and production crew are now working on a bumper season of the hit time travel series, with 16 episodes instead of the usual 12. Heughan told of lengthy night shoots in Scotland at -12 degrees. Speaking to El País, he said, "The worst thing about Season 7 is probably night shoots in Scotland during the winter. Some of our crew and cast are shooting right now, doing night shifts in Scotland. And it's very cold. It's -12 degrees." He even said Outlander's longevity and success is largely down to the cast relationships. He added, "We are a big family, and we have been working together now for 8 years, and it's just made us so close. I don't think you would be able to shoot this kind of show without having a very close relationship." An Exmouth resident has become the first person to be fined for urinating in the sea under new legislation to protect rivers and seas from pollution. Penny Spender, an avid sea swimmer, was issued a fine of £80 when she went for her usual early morning swim at the RNLI station in Exmouth. She said, "I told my friend I was swimming with that I needed to go ahead of her, as I was desperate for a wee. When I got out of the water, a community support officer was waiting and told me that I had broken the law by polluting the sea through urinating. He issued me with an £80 on the spot fine. I thought he was joking at first, and then was shocked to realize he was serious." The new legislation that came into force on 1st April 2024 is an extension of the existing Control of Pollution Act 1974 and is part of the government's response to growing public pressure to address the ongoing pollution of rivers and seas across the country. His spokesperson for DFRA said that we all need to do our bit to reduce water pollution, and that means not treating the sea like a toilet. It is no longer acceptable to swim in wee. A local resident, Frank Truman, an active environmentalist, said Southwest Water had spilled sewage into Exmouth Seas 97 times this year so far, and has pumped sewage continuously for over 2,500 hours in the last 4 months. You'd have to do a lot of wheeze in the sea to match that. Sam Heughan and Catriona Balfe have a fresh batch of romance rumors on their hands. The Outlander stars were all smiles on Saturday as they attended a rugby match in Cape Town, South Africa. And 36-year-old Heughan was sure to share a sweet Twitter photo of their husband and wife in the Starz show cuddled close as they posed for the selfie. Balfe, sporting a pair of red glasses, held up her drink as she smiled wide beside a grinning Heughan. Naturally, many social media users commented on the Twitter photo, noting how cute the pair was together. This isn't the first time the actors have been the subject of romance speculation. Last March, Balfe and Heughan told Entertainment Weekly that they are not dating and are exhausted by the constant questioning. "Honestly, I'm tired of that conversation," Balfe, who plays Claire Fraser, said. "This is fantasy. This is our job. We are very different in our private life. We are best friends," she continued. From the moment we met, we got along. Sam is one of the most generous people you'll ever meet. Such a great guy, no ego involved. Heughan, who plays James Fraser, said then that he feels bad for fans who are genuinely sad that the actors aren't an item. It saddens me a bit, but I guess that means we've done a good job, he said. I don't know. It's a strange one. I'm still coming to terms with what it's like to have people follow your personal life as well as your public life. It gets amusing. But she's just wonderful. We're very good friends. Sam Heughan admitted he has mixed emotions as he shared a compilation of clips on social media filming the 8th and final series of Outlander. The Scottish hunk plays Highland warrior Jamie Fraser in the Starz hit show, which is based on Diana Gabaldon's book series. His leading co-star Catriona Balfe plays the role of Claire Fraser. Their love story, which has captured fans across the globe. Sharing the behind-the-scenes clips, Sam wrote, "We have begun shooting Season 8 at Outlander_Stars. There are so many mixed emotions. I don't know if I have the words to describe how it feels to be finishing this journey, but I'm so very happy to be back with our incredibly hard-working cast and crew. Our family." He added, "It's going to be our strongest season yet," as fans rushed to the comments section to share their thoughts. One person admitted they can't handle the prospect of the historical romance show coming to an end. They said, "I don't think I can handle the ending no matter what it is. This is the single most epic love story ever. I literally turn all lights off and watch in total awe, laugh, cry, shout at the tea, and wait for more. You all have been brilliant beyond imagination." Someone else wrote, "Bittersweet. Some of the best television I've ever watched," as another quipped, "Excuse me while I just go have a wee bit of a breakdown." A fourth said, "I am very emotional right now. #Outlander stole my heart 7 years ago, and it will be so hard to say goodbye to all of you forever. Outlander has always been a good place to escape to." Catriona Balfe said she never sees Sam Heughan when they're not filming. The Outlander stars play Jamie and Claire, a married couple in the show, but lately, they haven't been spending time together off the set. Catriona and Sam used to be really close even when they weren't working, but now things have changed because they are both very busy. Catriona said their lives are much more complicated and busy now. She said, "We like to be very prepared and focused, but then we like to have a lot of fun. We like to not take ourselves too seriously, even though we take the work seriously." Catriona also said, "But as our lives have gotten more complicated and busy, we may not see each other as much as we used to, but that core and that friendship and that base that we have has never changed," reports the Scottish Daily Express. Even if they don't meet up a lot these days, it doesn't mean they aren't close anymore. Catriona once told Elle magazine, "Sam's just so kind. He's a really good friend. He always checks in." She added, "I don't know. He has one of the biggest hearts and smallest egos that I know. I feel very lucky. Sam and I have an amazing bond. We're really great friends." Sam told She Knows, "From when we started, she's one of my best friends. She's a great confidant. She's a great actress. We spend a lot of time together. We've become so close." Catriona added, "I hope he knows how much I appreciate him. He's such a gentle soul, and he creates such an easy environment no matter where he goes. He's kind to everybody. He is very funny." Outlander Season 7 Part 2 airs on Starz in November. For the latest local news and features on Irish America, visit our homepage here. It's almost hard to believe that it's been 2 years since No Time to Die hit the screens, bringing Daniel Craig's run as James Bond to a very definitive ending. Even before the movie was out, we knew Craig was done as Bond. So the question of who the next Bond would be has been an ongoing debate among both fans and Vegas odds makers. One actor who has not been shy about his interest in the role is Sam Heughan. And he's now listing the reasons he would be good in the role in case anybody is curious. Speaking with the UK's Telegraph, Heughan reiterates his interest, making it clear that he would like to be considered for the role. But beyond wanting to be Bond, he does believe he would be a good Bond, not only because he has the action chops, but can also bring a little something else to the part. He explained, "I'll throw my hat in the ring. I'd be a brilliant Bond. I'm good at action, and I'd bring a lot of emotional intelligence." Action credentials are certainly key to being Bond. It's a physical role that will require a lot of choreographed fight scenes, action driving, and shootouts. The emotional intelligence side of things hasn't necessarily been a prerequisite for the character. I'm not sure we would say most portrayals of the character have that, but with the No Time to Die ending, we know the next Bond will be a new Bond. So maybe that's something the new version of the character will have. At this point, it's anybody's guess who the next James Bond will be. Henry Cavill has been a strong frontrunner among odds makers for the last couple of years. More recently, Aaron Taylor-Johnson has been rumored to be under consideration. More recently, however, Barbara Broccoli has indicated that a non-star would absolutely be in the running for Bond, so it's possible that a name that hasn't been mentioned could end up in the part. It's not even entirely clear if the hunt for the next Bond is actually on right now, or if Barbara Broccoli and co. are not quite ready to begin that process. It was 4 years between Bond movies when Daniel Craig took over from Pierce Brosnan, and Craig was only confirmed in the role as production on Casino Royale was getting underway, about a year before the movie opened in theaters. Of course, if we see a repeat of that timeline, it means 2024 will be the year we learn who the next James Bond will be. There will almost certainly be a lot of disappointed actors when that happens, but there will also be one whose career will likely be forever changed.